stole my phone. That wasn't me. That was Mort. He took it and he's never coming back. You all did this. What do you have to say for yourself? I'm writing part 26 right now. And there are so many plot twists. It is moderately devastating. I don't even know where to begin with it. So, Mort is... How long will it be? God, I don't know. 30 minutes. He is the apocalypse. He is also... He created the sky gods, and thus is their leader. And it turns out that he is Kronos from Greek mythology. Because he is the leader of the gods, he eats his children, and he has a scythe. He is legit Kronos. So, yes, yeah, I'm losing it. I don't know what... I don't know if I think some of them intended it to be true. I don't know, I'm just losing my mind. I'm reaching full power though. I don't drink. I went to the hospital and they got me a tremendous amount of iron. They shoved it in me for like 3 hours. I'm reaching full power of which I haven't been at since 2016. I don't know. I'm more comfortable doing the live stuff, I guess, now because I've been in VR chat, kind of. I genuinely believe you need mental help. No, not for this.
Mort is watching this. It's the truth. Mort watches everything. He sees everything, and there's no way you can undo it.
No, so this is the trick, right? Mort, he wants people's feet because the sole of their feet. So, it's like you stick your shoe soles in sole SOLE. He takes their soul. Do you get it? It's nuts. So then now here's the big one. Here's the big one. Did you know, and I dare you, yes, exactly, soul. I dare you to look up what a group of lemurs is referred to as. Okay, so first of all, lemur, if you didn't know, is the Madagascar word for ghost. It translates to ghost. So yeah, it's very possible that the entire island is hell. And yes, a group of lemurs is literally referred to as a conspiracy of lemurs. I'm just gonna fucking snap at this point. Why is there so much? It's not fair. And I know there should not be this much. There's so much more too. There's so much more. I still haven't watched Puss in Boots 2 or The Bad Guys. I have to before I make part 26. I have to. They're just too critical apparently. The wolf. Yeah. Yeah, exactly. You see, that's the interesting thing, right? So I don't think Puss in Boots 2, from what I understand, it doesn't violate any of my theory. In fact, it proves it beyond a shadow of a doubt. Because essentially I made all these theories about how DreamWorks' central figure is death, is a central figure of DreamWorks. And Puss in Boots is important. And then they go ahead and make a Puss in Boots movie that is literally about death. And it's like, wow. And yeah, you see another form of, so I don't know. I mean, I haven't seen it yet. I'm gonna assume something along those lines, but I don't know. Has been keeping me awake. Yeah. It's going to be 30 parts. Part 26, the good news is that's going to be the last connection segment. And then parts 27, 28, and 29 are going to be the logic segments where I, you know, dissect every single last plot hole. I with very live and on the videos. Yeah, well, I mean, in my videos, I'm very, very, very stressed. You can hear it, and I can't seem to fix it. I don't know why. Although, again, the videos are my stream of consciousness. So, in the script, and then I read the script later. Oh, you know what I should do? I should do a live with my little outfit that I got going. Yeah. It's very uncomfortable though. And I've gone through so many different cloths to try and find the correct outfit. It's annoying. But it's, it makes the editing easier, I guess. Mort hasn't got the theorizer yet.
That's not true. I'm right here. The theorizer is going to die.
I know. Are the 2D DreamWorks movies a part of the theory? I don't know. I'm going to leave that one up to commenters on part 26, and then I'll discuss it in part 27 as to whether or not the consensus is that that's the case. Because I just don't know a whole lot about the 2D films, but I think they're in the same kind of area as Aardman animation, the claymation films, which is to say they could be semi-canon. Yeah, I'd be interested because yes, yes, yeah, Kung Fu Panda 4 about the previous villains coming back to life. It's exactly right. It's so Kai is, I think, very clearly he was created by the sky gods as their last resort. So the sky gods represent more devil figures, right? As opposed to Mort, which is death. So Kai has the horns, he's all about stealing life force, he's all about stealing the energy and trying to live forever. I think he's trying to bring back humanity, maybe, or something, because it takes place at the end of the timeline. And then now here we have Kung Fu Panda 4, which is about the villains coming back to life. So that could be interesting. Is the shark from Madagascar 2 a... Oh. Okay, so that could very well be the case because we have seen in All Hail King Julian, of course, the sharks are nerds. They are semi sentient beings. In Madagascar 2, the shark is, I don't know, kind of, he's mindless, kind of. But they do sacrifice, no, because they do sacrifice him to the sky gods. They give them seafood. So maybe it was just a mindless shark. Donkey Donkey was sacrificial food bred by the feet cult to be eaten and sent off to fire. He does survive on land. That's a good point. That's a good point. That's a good point. If I mention the shark, I'll be sure to discuss that. Penguins of Madagascar Wii game. Oof. I have no idea. Trying to think what else I've got in part 26. There's quite a few plot twists. Oh, you're making me feel so old. Remember watching when you were 9 to 10? You watched my Coraline theories, because when I made the Coraline theories, or at least when I got popular and when my channel took off and when I made it my job, I was 15. I was 15. So it's oh my God, it's making me feel so old, and I'm only 22. It's just that makes me feel so old. No, yeah. I mean, I started doing the theories when I was 14, and then I managed to finally purchase the microphone about, I don't know, what was it, 5 months into it. The first video where I didn't know you were 50. Yeah, no, you feel old too. Um, the yeah, I'm trying to. Yeah, no, I'm born Halloween 2000. That's when my birthday is. Um, what was it? What was I saying? Oh yeah, the first video where I spoke was a video where I calculated the calories and price of a real life gingerbread house sized correctly. It was something. It took a lot of math. So Halloween is a birthday. It's almost comically symbolic. It's not exactly Halloween. It's October 28th. It's close. But I mean, all my birthdays are very Halloween themed. Yeah, I would be wearing my little outfit. It is going to get to 10 hours. The Mort theory is going to get to 10 hours. That'll happen. It just it'll be by part 30 that it is that long. And then of course I'll compile it. I'm 2 years older and I feel like you're smarter than me. I don't know what I am. I'm anomalous, psychologically anomalous creature thing. I don't know. I'm fucking whack. So take that as you will. Mm, mm, mm. Mort's already in my head.
I know. It's so sussy.
How did it remain safe and encrypt your files? I know. I did get the new laptop. I got the new laptop. Why are you moaning? I'm not moaning. That's Mort that's moaning. Is Dave from the Penguins movie in feet? I think he is, or at least he's connected to it. He seems to be some kind of genetic mutation, and that was also. Sir, please seek therapy. I've tried; it doesn't work. Well, it works, but I mean, not for this, because I willingly embrace this. Getting into character with the moans. Your entire channel is psychological horror. It is, apparently, at this point. I don't know what else to call it. Surreal horror, existential horror. Jack Horner, that's the character. That's the character that I'm really interested in because I don't know if he's French, but he seems to be kind of a cliche embodiment, at least personality wise, of everything I've been saying about feet. I don't know what his connection to death is or whatever. I haven't seen the movie. I have to watch it. Jack's just evil. Yeah. Well, that's the thing. So that's the thing. I thought, well, maybe Mort is the good guy, right? But it turns out Mort's not the good guy either. The twist is here in part 26, there really are no good guys. But then there's also the possibility that Mort is on the side that it's switched. So the feet is Mort's organization and the gods are with the animals. Oh, which videos do you need to understand? So the playlist that I have on my main channel, the DreamWorks Mort Theory, it's got 23 videos in it. Just watch it. I have it in order. It doesn't look like it's in order because suddenly it's like, oh, a video from 6 years ago. It doesn't even sound like the theorizer, blah, 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 blah. It is. It's just, you just have to kind of just watch it. The whole thing will make sense. Those aren't plot twists or plot ice skating. Spain, the timeline. Yeah, I'm still working on the timeline. We'll see. That'll be in the logic segment. So. Yeah, watch the playlist. Yes. I know. I have to make the plot. I have to make sure it's relatively coherent by the time part 28 or 9 comes around. Are you like genuinely out of character okay? Yes. It depends though what you mean. I'm physically quite ill. Mentally I'm fine. I mean, although largely in the videos, I'm stressed because I don't like recording. It's uncomfortable, especially in the new outfit. What is Todd? Todd is probably some offshoot of Mort. Maybe. I'm not sure. I discussed most of what I know about Todd in part 23 already. There isn't much. I don't know if he's super critical. He might be. I could look into it. Yeah, probably, yeah, or an offshoot of Mort or something like that. Yeah. Yeah, no, people think that I'm losing it. I'm fully aware of what I'm doing. You think you'll ever make another Coraline video? Maybe. I mean, I would need to have some I would need to have something big for Coraline if I made another one. Butterfish is stupid. He Butterfish doesn't know much of anything. Todd is some sort of anti-Mort. Well, he could be. A sequel to the Cat in the Hat theory? I don't think so. I don't know that there's a whole lot more to say. Maybe Todd is gender. What does that mean? You know what I need to do? I need to make. We are talking hypotheticals right now. I don't know. Probably. I mean, it's not a theory video. A theory video would be on the main channel. Is there a Discord server or plan for one? There is, but I was running out of options for what to put on my Patreon as rewards, so I put the Discord server there. I'm not sure if I'll move it and make it more open. I might, but right now I don't have many plans to. And I haven't enabled voice chat in that either yet. I'm still getting used to it. I mean, it's Patreon link. It's in the description of most of my newer videos in my main channel, but yeah. Well, that's the birds in Mario Kart 8. No, I have no idea what is up with that. I've given up on that. It's just I don't even want to think about it. Some fan art. So that's what I do, right? So that's I've been really fascinated with making the thumbnails of the Mort theories, the later ones, because I try to make those thumbnails or those images, those creepy faces. I try to just Photoshop them just right to kind of give them that edge where it's like, if you scroll past and you see it, it kind of takes your breath. Like what the heck is that? Kind of makes you jump scare yourself. That's kind of what I'm going for. It's a kind of a primal kind of feeling. I'm very invested in the psychology of that. I find it very interesting, and I incorporate it into the thumbnails mainly. But I don't know about art. I don't know much about art. If you've seen because I'm making video games now, apparently, if you could see. Has your opinion on Charming's dad changed? There's this idea that recently came about. It's not mine. I don't know how accurate it is, but it's possible that Charming was maybe the royal baby and then got kidnapped by the fairy godmother. And like taken and then brainwashed. I mean, that could make sense. But I would need more evidence before I would make a video about that. And it does violate some things in the theory that were very important, so. Ooh, which total drama character am I gonna psychoanalyze next? I don't know. I don't know yet. I have to watch the new season, so it did come out. Who's the magic mirror? I'm still working on the magic mirror. I might talk about him in part 26. I might wait. Could Death be one of Mort's unnamed siblings? So that's the thing. Is it like, is he an offshoot of Mort? Is he kind of part Mort? Did Mort create him? I'm still thinking about it. I don't know. Yeah. I don't know. It's interesting. I'm trying to do this live thing because Death from Supernatural to this. It would be wild. To have that contrast of a character that's serious in front of all this, that would be just hilarious. No, that's what I've been doing. I've been trying to socialize. I use that very loosely because I can't get out and do things. It's not as much a mental thing. It's just I'm physically, I'm quite sick. So what I did starting a year ago, this is why I've been taking a break from making videos, is because I'm trying to improve my mental state by socializing in any way that I can. Oh, that's a good point about the hell sign. Yeah. That would lend credence to the Reddit theory that was in part 23. That's a good point. Actually, I'll come back to that. Um, no, so I mean, I've been going onto what is it, the virtual reality VR chat for a year now, and talking to people. It's something to it's something. I don't know if it's really a replacement at all, but it's better than isolation madness, which is what I ended up experiencing in 2021. I completely lost it. It was tragic, wild experience. 2021 was like the worst year I've ever had in my life. I basically went actually insane. So it didn't manifest in the videos. All that was, of course, controlled. But I mean, if I sounded stressed in the videos, um, that would be because I was stressed. Yeah. But I mean, now, I guess I'm more comfortable enough to do kind of this, whatever this is, and then I could probably maybe open a voice chat in Discord. Some of the eldritch screeching yourself. Yes, most of it is me. Do the sky gods use magic to keep the plane in the air? Um, I don't know. I don't know if they're on whose side they were on in that conflict. They could have. I'm not entirely sure. Although those are all very interesting points you're bringing up. There's the littler things that kind of. There's so many things that are just like little things that you can point out. That's what I did in part 21 and 22 and 23. It's an old plane. How can it fly? Well, I mean, it's the penguins. Apparently, they can do something. So I'm not the only one with abyssal vocal cords. No, it's. I'm trying to think what the. And it happens to fall over Alex's old home. Yeah, that there is a good coincidence. I don't know. I mean, I would have to. I would have to look into that. I'm I posted the chapters of what part 26 is going to be. I posted it on YouTube, I think, the other day. Um, and it remains consistent. I've just been writing it. So you can see there's quite a few twist segments or whatever at the end. It's just like nonstop. It's constant. And then he's Kronos. A I don't know a tremendous deal about Greek mythology, but I think he's Kronos. Honest to God. How's the RPG game going? I don't know. I'm I I I'm not. Interestingly enough, I love learning things, but I always struggle with language. I don't know what it is. It's this weird, random blockade in my head where I find language is difficult, or at least I think I do. Maybe it's just that I'm too worried about it and I struggle. But that includes, I kid you not, coding language. So what I've been doing is I love programming those. So I tried to use a visual programmer, right? They're very limited. Um, it's gonna say it now. Jack Horner isn't a part of Feed. He's his own thing. Yeah, that would be brilliant. Yeah, he's just a whack job. Hmm. Yeah, exactly my point. They're trying to. They're DreamWorks is just flaunting it. I mean, I will say this. No one flaunts the whole. Oh, look at us. We love the theories more than Nickelodeon and SpongeBob. They have gone fucking off the wall, just embracing the theories and the madness. It was the Bikini Bottom mysteries, and then it was the skin theory that went viral, and then it was Alex Bale, and they have just gone so they're just incorporating all of it into the show, and half of my theories have been confirmed. The whole dimension theory was basically confirmed. It was just mind-boggling to me. Yeah, Jack is just generally evil. Yeah, I have to watch it. I have to watch it. I was going to watch it today or maybe tomorrow or something. I'm not entirely sure. I just have to be really. You found you through your SpongeBob theories. Yeah, it's interesting. I have to be, uh, lucid enough to really analyze when it goes frame by frame and stuff. If I'm going to do the bad guys and Puss in Boots too, and I just I have to make sure it won't be a year. God, no, it won't be a year. It'll be like at most a month or two. Um, Hopefully not even that long. But I mean, it's mostly written. Was here since Coraline video when you had text to speech. Yeah. DreamWorks does not have as much lore and theories as Coraline. You're right. I think you're right. Although Coraline doesn't have lore either, it just leaves questions unanswered. Whereas DreamWorks, what I kind of did was I manifested questions and manifested lore out of thin air and then acted like it always existed. I mean, that's what I've done with most stuff. I did it with Coraline too, but I mean, Coraline at least has, very express questions that are left unanswered. So manifesting lore is fun. Yep. Mm-hmm. What time is it? I have to eat breakfast. What am I doing? I've been up all night. Is Uncle Joe a Wonka spy? Maybe. I was thinking the other. Oh, you still follow game theory FNAF lore? I do. Yep. FNAF interests me greatly. It really interests me. The lore of it was kind of what led me to start my channel. Some of it, there's a whole bunch of things that led me to start my channel, but that was definitely one of them, especially the lore element. I found it so interesting. But I don't think I would ever make a theory on FNAF. It's not my thing, and also it's not something that I would do. It's hard to say stuff that hasn't already been said, or analyze stuff that hasn't already been analyzed. As interesting as I find the way that it's presented, because that's really what it is. It's a very, very, very fascinating, or it's an almost standard story. It's just told really interesting. It is a mess. It's the way it was told is interesting. It was told through theory channels, which is a very unique way to tell a story. So are the trees from the Lorax Katie's. Probably. That's just so disturbing. It just changes the whole film. But it's a different company. It's Illumination. It's not the same. It's not Blue Sky, sorry. The original story, yeah, and that too that's the thing you got to factor into the Dr. Seuss stuff. It all comes from Dr. Seuss, who is very clearly, I think, disconnected from everything that they've been doing with his stories lately. Especially, I'm going to assume Bad Robot, what they're doing. How do I end? Hold on. I gotta eat breakfast. I might do this again. This was interesting. Got me some interesting Mort evidence. Garfield theory. I gotta do that. And that's gonna be whack. That's gonna be so whack. Oh.
I'll see you later. My name is Mort. I'm fucking Kronos.
Oh no,